welcome back to 2 Hours the Hard Way. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Nicole.
And today's topic is receiving poor service at any establishment, any store, restaurant, just receiving poor service. Have you received poor service? How did you handle it? And did you go back to that, like give them a second chance?
So,
and then what kind of service? Like what happened?
I got poor service right now from a car accident.
Oh, you sure do. Mm-hmm.
With a major insurance company. So the poor service I received is I didn't go through my insurance carrier.
Mm-hmm.
I went straight through the person that hit me's insurance and thought that everything was going to be smooth sailing. Took my car to the collision place to get the work done. They ended up saying that they were going to total my car out and didn't want to pay the amount to repair my car, but would pay over the amount that my car cost to be repaired to total it.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them that I was not sure that I wanted my car to be totaled, that I would think about it and contact my insurance company. Upon doing that, she told me that the car needed to be returned on Monday.
The rental car.
Mm-hmm. And they were no longer going to pay storage fees for my car since I decided for them not to total my car out. I went to go return a rental car,
mm-hmm.
went to pick up my car,
mm-hmm.
and the insurance company had my car towed to a salvage yard to be totaled out without my permission, verbal or written. They just decided that they were going to keep my car. So yes.
Not tell you.
And not tell me. And it took me 3 days to get my car back,
mm-hmm.
and the salvage yard ended up keeping my tag. So I was driving around 2 days illegally without tags on my vehicle once I got my car back.
So I guess it's safe to say you would never use this insurance company.
I would never use that insurance company again. And I've never had a problem. When my truck had got hit years ago, never had a problem with somebody, you take your car to the collision place, whether it's your insurance or their, you just get fixed. It's always communication. This insurance company did not
mm-hmm.
communicate well.
Mm-hmm.
They treated me like crap, actually, like I was bothering them because they had to repair my car. And even through text messages, the woman was kind of nasty and just real short. So needless to say, I had to hire a lawyer to handle the rest of this situation.
Okay.
Because my car is still going to be totaled out. But I think that they were just trying to rush me to make a decision. And at the end of the day, it's my decision to make.
Right.
And so,
and your car is still drivable.
And it's still drivable.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I really didn't my insurance agent didn't understand why they wouldn't just pay the amount to fix my car
mm-hmm.
versus totaling it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
So I think this topic hit me basically because, they have a lot of videos going around. Like women going to nail salons and not liking their service and then not liking their service or getting up and refusing to pay or whatever.
After they've been completed the service.
After the service was completed.
Okay.
So in that situation, do you feel, I've never done that. My thought is if I go get my nails done, go get my hair done, whatever, and I don't like it, I just won't go back. But I'll pay for my service and then word of mouth, I won't go back. And I'll tell, no, because I had a bad experience. So I'll tell other people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's right that people get up and just walk out and not pay? Or
no?
I don't know.
At the end of the day, that's somebody's job and they took their time to do whatever. But like if I'm getting my nails done, now my hair is something different.
Mm-hmm.
But because I've gotten my hair done and did not like
mm-hmm.
it. But if I'm getting my nails done, you're sitting there watching.
Right.
And so you can say, hey,
I'm not liking that.
I'm not liking that shape. I'm not liking that whatever you're doing. And then if they keep doing it or whatever, then I'm probably going to stop in the middle of the service.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, I don't want you to finish my nails. I'm going to get up and leave. that, but I'm not going to let you complete the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had a hairdresser, very well known,
Mm-hmm.
do really good wigs, like
Mhm.
land wigs, down sew-ins and all that. So a bunch of people, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they did my hair, it was a mess.
Mm.
Twice.
Mm.
I let this person do it twice. So
you
I
gave
did.
them a
So I
second
gave them a
chance.
second chance.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a mess. So no, I would never go back to this person. But I mean, they slay everybody else's hair that I
Mhm.
see. So I don't know if it was just something personal. I don't know what it was, but
Now, what about and this has happened to me several times. I'll go to my appointment and and it doesn't matter if I'm getting my hair done, my nails done, whatever. I've been like, I'll go there and then the person's like hours behind. And to me, I would think, couldn't I have gotten a text to say, do you still want to come?
or I'm running behind.
I'm running behind. Do you still want?
Because at the end of the day, my time is just as valuable as your time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing for me with, I'm on speaking on nail techs and hairdressers or those types. Now restaurants are something different, but I feel like I know that I'm coming there for a service, but I should be appreciated just as much as I appreciate you for doing the service.
Exactly, and I agree.
Especially if I'm one of your faithful, regular clients. I feel like, I'm not saying that you got to go above and beyond and treat me this extraordinary way, but I'm saying extraordinary way, but I feel like you should appreciate me because at the end of the day, that's your job and I'm paying your bills. Not necessarily trying to be said like that, but you know that you can pay your bills with me because I'm a regular and I come every 2 weeks. So I do my, every 2 weeks, that I'm going to get, especially for nails, I'm going to get some art. So I'm not going to be just getting no basic manicure, so that for me is where.
And then you have some that'll charge you a fee if you miss,
yes,
or if you're late.
Absolutely, but then
it's
won't
not
do
reciprocated on the other. If
because
it's the other
to
way
me
around.
it should be the exact same. If you're late or running behind or you cancel on me, then that fee, that $20, $50, whatever you're charging, should be taken off on my next service.
Especially if you showed up at your given time.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And I just don't feel like now that on those parts, I think that I don't know, nail techs and hairdressers, they feel like, oh well, people are a dime a dozen, I can get some more clients. And basically they really don't care. But that just, to me, that just shows your character and that just shows that you don't really appreciate your clients. You just really do not. So I don't know. It's nails and hair is a really sore subject to me because I will give somebody a chance, but then I feel like if you keep doing stuff over and over, I'm going to walk. And I mean, it ain't nothing against you personal. It's just that it's not working. This business professional relationship is not working out.
Yeah. And because there was a time I had went to go get my nails done, and I literally sat in the car for probably an hour and a half waiting my turn because I showed up at my time. And I texted the person and I said, hey, I'm here. And the response was, I'm finishing up. Give me 10 minutes. And I'm texting 10 minutes. Hey, no, I'm almost done. Give me another 10. Like it kept doing like, what? Well, how are you almost done? Because now we're an hour and a half in. And I just drove off.
I would have. Now, what's funny is in my younger day, because I love this nail tech and me and her was more friends, like cool friends too. And my nails, I didn't pay, I paid, but not like everybody else paid. But, so I waited for her. She would run late. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knew she ran late. But I mean, you kind of just knew because you would text ahead like, hey, are you on time today? What's going on? So that was just kind of, you knew that person, but that was back in the day. Like now I want, when I'm supposed to be there at a certain time, I want to get my nails because I have other things I'm trying to do.
And then again, with we're older. So our time means it's a little bit different
It
now.
is. It is a little bit different.
We're counting every minute.
Absolutely.
And we're accounting for every minute. Like, okay, I could have been doing X, Y, and Z in this
Absolutely.
amount of time.
Absolutely.
And I agree with you. If I get in certain industry in that industry when you're performing a personal service, the nails, the hair, the massage, I don't know, whatever else, toes, whatever. I get you can run behind because the client before you may have asked for something extra that wasn't. I get that.
But it's also you can shoot that person a text is coming.
That's it. Yeah, just to say, hey, I'm going to need 10 more minutes.
Absolutely.
Hey, if you need to stop at the store, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Hey, do you have it within can you stay later? Because now you're pushing me back.
Absolutely.
And I could have been on my way to a restaurant. I could have been
doing whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about have you been to a restaurant with poor service? Like your food the waiter didn't come out?
Yes. Me and you done been to a couple. Remember when we went to one and it was I think 5-star restaurants. The one we all four went to and we were sitting on the balcony,
Oh yeah.
And they had the knife piece come off of her food and all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, they really didn't even. I mean, they did end up helping us with the bill or whatever. But it was still, we had to go through so many changes. And, I've never been back to that restaurant.
Would you go back?
I don't know.
I think I would.
I mean, the food was decent, so I couldn't say that.
I think I would try it again.
And I think that they said that the service hadn't been like that before. So that was new to them, too, because the other two had already been there before. So, I mean, I guess I would go back. But it doesn't cross my mind like, hey, let me go over there.
Yeah. It's not. Now, I don't think I would go ahead and pick that spot. It would probably have to come from someone else.
Or we already out in that area and be like, oh, let's go. Let's try it again.
Yeah. I don't think I would just say, hey, that's where I want to go.
Do you know people that that will order stuff on purpose and say that they don't like it and then just try to get a free meal out of places? To say that,
just to say that they don't like it. And I now my husband will order a steak and he likes his steak a certain way. And he always knows it for whatever reason, no matter where we go, they can hardly get the steak right.
Right.
Hardly ever. He likes his medium rare. So he has to it has to be some juice coming, some red juice coming out of it. It has to be that way. And if it's not, he is sending that back. He's not even going to pretend to eat it. But he doesn't now. He doesn't do it just to get another one. Do I know anyone? I don't know anybody that does that though.
I think I heard of somebody that purposely does it, that like purposely goes and doesn't like something or complains or whatever just so they can get a
something
discount.
Free. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, because like my brother says he learned from my cousin who used to work in a restaurant. He said, when people send the food back, it's not always good.
Right.
It's not. They do not like the food coming back.
Well, I get that.
Even if it's the cook's fault.
I get that.
They don't like it.
And that's somebody playing with your food.
Yeah.
And you don't know what they done did to it.
So my brother was like, we just came back from Las Vegas and he was like, don't send it back. I'm telling you, don't send it back. So, but to do it on no. If I do know somebody, I can't think of them. I don't know anyone that does it on purpose. So they do it just to get a free meal?
Or a discount. Not, it don't necessarily, I mean, just even a discount. They're happy with a discount. So can you think of a restaurant you've been for poor service and what?
And I've never gone back or wouldn't go back?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm not necessarily going to say poor service. I just didn't like the food, and okay, I've been there, done that. Like Pappadeaux, people love that.
Yeah, I didn't really find nothing thrilling about it. was seafood.
It was just food. I mean, it wasn't anything.
And to drive all the way down
yeah,
there.
it's a 2-hour drive.
Mhm.
No, I can't think of a place. No. Mm-mm. I'm trying to think of even some other type of service that you can get and that the service is poor. I don't know. And I'm sure there's plenty of people who have issues all the time. Oh, we actually just had an issue. We had a situation come up. We had a caterer. We hired a caterer.
Yes.
We hired
and the response was so rude.
Yes. We hired a caterer for an event.
We had a girls' weekend. And so Friday night we all kind of like cooked.
No, you gotta go to the back store, the 2 weeks, the post that was on Instagram or whatever that said, "Hey, I can't wait. I'll be out of the country in 2 weeks."
Oh, okay.
And then one of the people saw it and was like, "Well, I hope it's after our event."
Right. And then they end up seeing them at a store.
They saw them at a store a couple of days before.
Right.
And
it was like, "Oh, we looking so forward to seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're going to take pictures. We're just so excited to have you coming to our event." And then the response was, "Oh no, I'm going to be out of the country and I won't be there. But don't worry, I'm going to have some chefs come and they're going to cater. It's going to be amazing," because we were kind of like having like a girls' weekend. So it's like, "Oh, it's going to be amazing. The chef's going to be basically all that."
Mm-hmm.
And so, so we didn't get notified that they weren't coming until a couple days before our event.
And that was only because
they saw them at
the store.
And I honestly feel like they wouldn't have said anything. They probably wouldn't have showed up. They probably would have just took our money and left.
Mm-hmm.
So the day of the event happens and the chef comes.
Street clothes.
No chef coat.
Street clothes. He just
don't look like
he just washed the car or something.
Right. Comes, cooks the food or whatever. We don't get the other protein that we're supposed to get because we were supposed to get lamb chops and stuffed chicken breast. Didn't get that.
Mm-hmm.
We only got and didn't get the salad.
Didn't get the salad. And mind you, we've already paid. It's already been paid for.
Yes. So we're sitting there waiting, it was a mess. So of course we're upset. We talked to the chef. He ends up calling her where she's at. She's like, "Oh, don't worry. I'm going to try to get stuff for you." Apologizing, trying to basically reassure us and try to make us feel better. Didn't work, honestly. We end up just saying, "Okay, just enjoy your time. We'll talk about it when you get back." So we eat. A lot of the women did not like the food. I would say it was 9 of us. I think I ate it.
I ate.
I think 3 of us ate it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else did not like it. They complained about one or two more things, whatever was going on with it. They complained. It was chicken breast was too dry. It was just a whole plethora of stuff that they had issues with. And then after that, she ends up contacting the other person.
No, so the friend of ours that is the one that found her, because days had gone by.
Mm-hmm.
Days had gone by, and she finally says, "Hey," she reaches out to her because she didn't hear from the original chef, the chef that we hired to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we figured now by this time you should be back from your trip. We should have heard something because according to you were going to contact her once you returned and didn't. So she reached out to her and said, "Hey," so there was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, whatever about the menu. And the woman basically said, "Well, too bad. Too bad.
I'm not reimbursing you.
I'm not reimbursing you any money." And so when I say poor service there, as a professional, I think one, she should have told us that she was not going to be the actual person cooking and being there because that's who we hired.
Mm-hmm.
She should have informed us the minute she got this call to go out of the country.
Absolutely.
She should have looked at her calendar.
Mhm.
I need to contact all my clients that are going to be affected by me not being there.
Absolutely.
She did not do that. Then when she was spotted in the store, it was no like. I mean, I guess she tried to reassure the group that everything was going to be fine, but still, the person that did show up again was in clothes like he
Looked like he just got done working out or washing his car.
Washing his car, just like I don't know.
Wasn't professional at all.
Wasn't professional.
And we paid for the service to be plated. We wanted him to serve us and plate our food and service. So we didn't need Bob Car Wash to walk around the table with his dusty shirt on and put our food down. I mean, just being honest.
And I think also as a professional, because she was big to say she was a professional, a celebrity chef is what she said. She was a celebrity chef. And I think if you have that status, you would a day before or 2 days before, even a week before, I want to confirm your menu. Because at that time, the professional, once she confirmed the menu, our other friends would have said, no, we also need, where's the other protein? And where's the salad? Because those did not show up that day of the event. And nope, she didn't do that. Nor did she apologize for that. She did not apologize. And in the text message that she sent a week later, she never apologized.
That's why I said I don't think that she was going to come.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think she only came because they saw her in the store and reminded her that she had that we had already paid. She was paid in full, and that we were expecting her. That's the only reason why I think she came.
Yeah.
And to me, I get it. You're a celebrity chef, and I get your
or that's what's said.
That's what's said. Yeah, but I'm saying, but to me, you still need to humble yourself because at the end of the day, you ain't out there in Hollywood cooking for celebrities every day. So it's these everyday people that is still keeping your money in your bank account,
and that's true. And then what was her? She said, so when it was found out that she was not going to be the one cooking for us, her response was, all of my clients know I can't be at every event because they may be booked twice and, they might be double booked or whatever.
But then that's when you say that when you're booking.
So we were clients. So you can't say all of my clients. No, because we did not know that.
And when we booked, if you have something that was more precedent than us little people, then you should have said, text us or said something to us. Hey, I got this other big, huge event that I need to do, blah, 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 whatever it is. And so I'm going to send, as soon as you was notified that you weren't going to be there, then you should have said something to us. We shouldn't have had to find out on our own, basically, because again, she was not going to say anything. So that was a hot mess, and I definitely would never use her again.
She will not she wouldn't get my money.
But you know what? I had to bring that up because we look for caterers for a lot of stuff. And you reach out to people and they don't respond. And you would think that this is their business and that they would want, and then some of them, and I get your price is your price, but I can't even remember. I remember you said somebody wanted $500 for a taster. I can't remember what it was for one of our events we do every year. But who's paying $500 for 2 bites of food? So the prices to me, I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, that whole catering thing, and don't get me wrong, because I did enjoy him catering and bringing the food. I mean, that whole part where we didn't have to cook or do whatever. So I did enjoy that, but it was that whole situation was a mess. It was a mess.
And really no apology for it. That's
None.
what I
And then the way when she came back after, she kind of was trying to be apologetic while she was out the country because she knew she was wrong and in the moment, and he was on the spotlight, the chef was on the spotlight that was cooking for us. So I felt like she was more apologetic then, but when she came back, she's basically like, F y'all.
Yep. I got paid.
I got paid.
The dinner's been served.
Yep.
And I'm on my way to another event or
Yep.
whatever. I
Yep.
don't know, whatever
Another
she was saying.
vacation.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever she was doing.
And then I think she got mad because she said she was at an event and she was really on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that was a mess.
Yeah. So that's just another example of poor service. And so my question to you would be, if you are a service provider, are you professional all the way through from the beginning to end? If you find that if you have some clients or customers that have come to you and said, "Hey," and I did have to do that.
I know.
I had to do that.
I know.
And
it ain't changed.
I had to do that. So, has a client or customer come back to you and say, "Wait, you might want to fix this a little bit," and did you take that as constructive criticism and fix that and change that and make it better for your business? Or did you kind of blow them off and like, okay, I get another one. I'll just, if she goes as a customer or a client, then I have another one lined up that can take her spot.
And that's how I feel like a lot of them feel. Yeah. Honestly, I really do.
And it's sad.
It is sad.
That's sad.
Because most times, especially if I've been faithful going to this place or whatever, I clearly like whatever you're providing me.
Mm-hmm.
And I clearly don't mind giving you my hard-earned money.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand why you clearly, and it's not like, I don't know, like, especially for me, back onto services like hair and nail or whatever, or massages or whatever. I like kind of build a rapport with them. Like I talk and chat and kind of get to know them and stuff. So it's not like I'm just one of them clients you don't know nothing about, know. So I don't know. I think that's what bothers me the most. And then when it's not reciprocated, and I can see that they don't value me as much as I value them.
And I'm sure as a service provider, you may have issues with clients and customers that irritate your soul. Mm-hmm. And now, do you blanket that on all of your customers and clients, whatever that feeling is? Or do you say, you know what, I only have one difficult client and I got to treat that one a little bit different? I'm just curious to know, if you're a service provider, how do you, or do you even know that people feel this way? Like that, sometimes you have them waiting for a half hour, 45 minutes.
And like she said, if they come to you, do you fix it? Like, do you, you just blow it off, or you just say, hey, I need to get my crap together because at the end of the day, this is what pays my bills.
Mm-hmm. Especially, my hair and nails every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For years. It's been like that for years.
Now I took mine off, but I'm building and doing stuff right now. So, but I normally am, if I'm not doing something crafty or construction type or moving or doing something, I have nails on. Hair, I just buy that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so I'm just curious. And then if you've been the customer or the client and received poor service, do you say, nope, one and done? You get one time to mess up and I'm done? Or do you say, maybe, or maybe they just have a one-off. Maybe you're a consistent customer, never had an issue, but then you had one really bad experience. Really bad, like, wow,
off the hook, man.
This is like, I don't know, like the hour and a half I had to wait. I'll tell you, for me, I never went back after that.
But did you like the way they did your nails prior to that?
So I just never went back after that hour and a half.
Okay. So it was other stuff too. I don't know. I didn't gave people chance after chance after chance, and then you just get to a fed up point. I don't like to be ignored. To me, especially if I know that you're a person that has your phone on you, and I'm texting you, I ain't saying you gotta text me right back, but dang, I was about to say something else. Within at some point, not no 4, 5, 6 hours later, you saw my text. You saw it within the first 30 minutes to an hour. So respond.
Mhm.
Even if you just say, hey, I'm busy.
Mhm.
Or,
Give
hey,
me,
I'll get back to you.
later this evening when my
Right.
clients are done. Yeah.
But then I had one just, do that too,
Mhm.
and then not get back. So it's like, I don't know where you kind of draw the line. It's like, and I'm not going to keep saying, hey, and being needy. I'm not going to keep doing that. If you don't respond, then, I mean, I got a light at home and gel polish and all those things, and I'll do it myself until I find somebody else. So
yeah.
I'm not going to just keep begging somebody to do something for me.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, again, especially when you go get your hair and nails done, that's your pamper, that's your self-care, that's that relaxing, that's that me time. I done work. This is what I'm rewarding myself with because I didn't, this is for me. I deserve it. So.
And then I wonder if now that you say that, we're looking at it as this is our me time, this is our self-care. But for the provider, this is their job. So is it any different for them? Like if one day we wake up and like, I really don't want to go to work today. I really don't feel
so
like.
So then take the day off, but don't reflect that on your.
But
client.
then if you take that day off, now the people that were lined up for that day,
you have to move around. So, but if you're going to, I mean, I work in a customer service job, and I'm not going to say that every day is a great day. But I know when I'm just being ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, now, come on, reel that back. Now you're doing a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So, and then just because he was mean, he got on and was being a butthole. Now I'm taking it out on every other person, and that's not cool. So you got to know yourself. And if you can't reel it back in, then, hey, you need to go ahead and take a break, walk away, do whatever for a minute.
Or try something different.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't what you should be doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right.
So. Yep, I get it.
Right.
So again, comment down below your thoughts. What situation have you been in, if any? Did you give them a second chance? Fifth chance? Do you just say, hey, I'm sticking with this person no matter what? Or, you say, I'll just do it myself and I'm not going anywhere. I don't have to deal with anyone but myself. So comment down below. Let us know what you think. Give us other topics that you would like us to talk about. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.